levels down, free flowing all the way down to Panama Bay and the Gulf of Mexico. So Lake Austin, the next lake is run by the city, and that's Lady Bird Lake, right? But the Lake Austin and all the lakes upstream are more or less under the governance of the LCRA, the Lower Colorado River Authority. Big Quacking wave for those folks over there. So coming up on the right-hand side, you'll see this smaller little boathouse. These are not cheap properties, y'all. Didn't guess that. Even these little boathouses, the one that's for sale, is supposed to be like $1 million, simply because of the location.
You don't pitch in.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go.
Yeah. Everybody pitch in, however many that would be.
But $1 million tip for the boat dock.
Then on the other side over here, we got another marina. This was the only one that had the gas station. So this is the pull-up drive-through, refill your boat gas station. So the lake that we're on, y'all, is about 20 miles long from in between Miller Dam and Advancement Dam upstream. And then it's about 40 feet deep in the deeper parts, and a couple hundred yards across this river. And it looks like a really big river because it is formed by the Colorado River. And all the lakes in Texas are man-made lakes formed by dams, with the exception of Caddo Lake in East Texas. So if there's one lake in Texas that wasn't Caddo Lake, it's a man-made lake with the dams. So further upstream from us, we also have Lake Travis, Lake Columbia Falls, Lake LBJ, Lake Buchanan as well. It's a great time to enjoy the hills of the Texas Hill Country. You can see how, this land is markedly different than all the flat land further south, basically. Everything below this part of the Pullman, zone is basically flat. It doesn't have this type of hills topography. All of that we're looking at is almost all limestone, y'all. There's some loose sandstone and some bits, nodules of dirt or AKA flint. But all of the main cliff face is formed from limestone. Limestone is formed from exoskeleton and/or skeletons of ancient shellfish, corals, and other fish bodies or skeletons. So back then, like the Venezuela era, almost all of Texas was a shallow sea. And so, oh, they're diving in. Oh, no, that's just a wakeboard. They had something that looked like a scuba tank. If you're interested, there's a house at the top of that hill right there. Not the white one, but the one on the left-hand side. That's this regular town behind it. That one is called the Manta Ray House. It's designed to look like one of the giant manta rays, right? And it costs like $28 million to build, they say. But don't worry, it has lots of space, like 17,000 square feet of living space. However, they probably do not have it available on Airbnb because it only has 2 bedrooms apparently. So not really a good spot to hang out. chert is formed by really, really, really fine grade sediment. It's super fine dust type that has slid over many, many years and picked up quacking. And then, of course, chert/flint is what people use to make